quiet. Thank you.
Nigeria, we hail. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. In peace or battle honored, and this we count as gain. To hang on to our children a banner without stain. Oh God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed. And so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed.
God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and long live Teach for Nigeria. You may now return to your seats very graciously. But we will do this in an orderly fashion. We already rehearsed it, so we'll just go line after line, and we will get comfortably seated.
I am a mountain, I am a tall tree, oh, I am a swift wind, sweeping the country. I am a river, down in the valley, oh, I am a vision, and I can see clearly. If anybody asks you who I am, just stand up tall, look them in the face and say, I'm that star up in the sky, I'm that mountain peak up high. Hey, I made it, I'm the world's greatest, and I'm that little bit of hope. When my back's against the ropes, I can feel it, I'm the world's greatest. The world's greatest, the world's greatest, forever. I am a giant, I am an eagle, oh, I am a lion, down in the jungle. I am a marching band, I am the people, oh, I am a helping hand, I am a hero. If anybody asks you who I am, just stand up tall, look them in the face and say, I'm that star up in the sky, I'm that mountain peak up high. Hey, I made it, I'm the world's greatest, and I'm that little bit of hope. When my back's against the ropes, I can feel it, I'm the world's greatest. In the ring of life, I'll reign love, I will reign, and the world will notice my king. Oh yeah, darkness, I shine a light, and news of success reflect in me.
Thank you very much, DJ. Good morning, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, our champions that we are graduating today. I'll just give about 30 more seconds for everyone to please settle down so we can officially commence and get on with the rest of the activities that have been lined up for this graduation ceremony. So we have 30 seconds. Now about 22 seconds, just for everyone to be comfortably seated, and then we will move on very quickly. Thank you. Great, I think we did that in less than 30 seconds. So good morning, very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to warmly and very specially welcome you to the Teach for Nigeria 2025 Fellowship Graduation Ceremony. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I thought you would be excited. Okay. Don't worry, I'm coming to chat just a little more, but we need a lot of energy in the room because, let me be honest with you, as I watched the procession take place, I was very emotional for different reasons. I had goosebumps. I had to look away at some point because I didn't want to cry, and I was asking myself, why am I this emotional? I think it's just thinking of how you all have dedicated your lives to change. You haven't just been a part of Teach for Nigeria, you are a part of Teach for Change. And so today we celebrate every single one of you, and I will hold myself from not crying on this stage today. Let me start by recognizing a few dignitaries that have joined us today, and then we will set the tone for the day and get on with all of the things we have planned for this morning. I'd like to start by recognizing the SUBEB chairman, Evangelist Olalekan Joshua Ifede, who is ably represented today by the Director, Education Quality Assurance Department, in person of Mrs. Olushoga Christy Adebisola. Thank you very much for joining us today, ma'am. I'd also like to recognize the Deputy Director, Education Quality Assurance Department, Ogun State SUBEB, Mrs. Oke Olusheyi Taiwo. Thank you very much for joining us. We have the SUBEB Teach for Nigeria Desk Officer, TFN Alumnus and Senior Education Officer, Education Assurance Department, Ogun State SUBEB, Mr. Olushola Olalekan Jigida. Thank you very much for joining us. I see that Ogun State SUBEB is well represented today. Thank you. From Ogun State TESCOM Teaching Service Commission, we have the Executive Chairman, Apostle Abiodun Sonyaolu, who is represented by Mr. Gbenga Adejompe, who is Director, Appeal, Petition and Discipline. Thank you so much for joining us. We also have the Ogun State Honorable Commissioner of Education for Science and Technology, Professor Abayomi Arigbabu, thanks for the correction. He's represented by Mr. Obadiah Akindele, who is Director of Primary Education Department. Give him a round of applause. Thank you very much. Lagos State TESCOM is also represented. We have joining us Mrs. Adewuyi Folashade, Director, Schools Administration, Education, District 3, who is representing the Chairman, Lagos State Teaching Service Commission, Mrs. Mokwelola Peregrino. Thank you so much for joining us today, Mrs. Adewuyi Folashade. I'd like to recognize the Board of Directors the board members for Teach for Nigeria. I'll start by recognizing our board chairman, Mr. Kunle Elebute. Thank you very much. I'd also like to recognize our Chief Executive Officer, Mrs. Molade Adeniyi. Thank you so much for all that you do. I'd like to recognize our co-founder, Mrs. Alero Aida Otobo. Thank you so much for all that you do for Teach for Nigeria. Give her a resounding applause. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'd also like to recognize Mrs. Nike Akerele De Souza, beg your pardon, who is also a co-founder. Thank you very much for joining us. I'd like to recognize Mr. Shegun Olukoya, a co-founder as well. Mr. Ayodele Olajiga, a co-founder as well. Mrs. Bolale Njideofo, Mr. Abdurrahman Mijinyawa, Mr. Abubakar Suleiman. Thank you so much for all that you do. We also have our partners from the Enterprise Development Center of the Lagos Business School. Thank you so much for joining this graduation ceremony today. And second to the last, I'd like to recognize all of our guests who are joining us online via various streaming platforms, YouTube, Facebook. Thank you so much for tuning in. And the most special people today, our graduating fellows and the school leaders. Give yourselves a round of applause. Give yourselves a round of applause. And congratulations to every single one of you. So once again, good morning, very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and our champions in the room. It is again my pleasure to warmly and very specially welcome you to the Teach for Nigeria 2025 Fellowship Graduation Ceremony. In the words of Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Today we are gathered to celebrate a group of people who took that weapon, sharpened it with passion, wielded it with purpose in classrooms that mattered the most. The class of 2025, comprising of 311 fellows and 87 school leaders, represent more than the numbers I have just rolled out. They represent resilience in the face of challenge. They represent a belief in the potential of every Nigerian child. And of course, they represent what happens when young leaders choose purpose over comfort. Because you can all agree that the last 2 years haven't been the most comfortable, but you've been walking in purpose, which is why we say that you have not only learned under Teach for Nigeria, but I can also call it Teach for Change. So we thank you all very specially, even as we celebrate you today, for rising to the bold vision to dismantle educational inequity in Nigeria, and I'm sure by extension Africa, because whatever happens in Nigeria, of course, tells on the rest of Africa. We thank you. And in the words of Margaret Mead, it says, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world." And indeed, it's the only thing that has ever changed the world. To the 311 fellows and the 87 school leaders, your commitment has mattered, and you have shifted narratives, you have restored dignity, and of course, reignited dreams. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for helping to rewrite history. And thank you for lending your voice, your time, and your energy to that which matters the most. My name is Mojibade Shosoya. I'm a professional compere and a television presenter. But most importantly today, I think I'd like to introduce myself as a proud daughter of a retired teacher. So I'm really excited to be here. I think maybe that's why I was also slightly emotional as I watched the procession, because I do know what it means to be a teacher. You all are unsung heroes, and we can't wait to hear all the great things that you will do going up from here today. Today you are graduating, but of course the work has only just begun. I'm not the one giving the commencement speech, so let's get started with the rest of this occasion. As we go on, we have a video to show everyone here, and that video will speak to the vision of Teach for Nigeria and will also touch on the impact that we have made over the past years. So please turn your attention to the multimedia screen as we show you this video. Thank you.
Nigeria is facing an education crisis, one that begins in our primary and secondary schools, the very foundation. Nigeria is facing an education crisis, one that begins in our primary and secondary schools, the very foundation of our nation's future. Over 20 million Nigerian children are currently out of school. That is 1 in every 5 school-age children in sub-Saharan Africa. And many of those who do attend school are not learning. My name is Molade Adeni, and I am the CEO of Teach for Nigeria. Teach for Nigeria exists to address the deep-seated educational inequities affecting millions of children across the country. As a non-profit organization and part of the global Teach for All network, we are committed to ensuring that every Nigerian child, regardless of their socio-economic background, has access to an excellent education. As a country, we have come a very long way, and we have made giant strides when it comes to education access and equity. This has been possible through collaboration with the public and private sector. However, we still have a long way to go. Children and teachers still face a host of interconnected challenges that significantly hinder learning and teaching. Some of this includes overcrowded classrooms, lack of basic infrastructure such as chairs, tables, toilets, lack of learning materials that are scarce in some places. The result is a learning crisis. Children go to school but leave without the skills needed to succeed in life. At Teach for Nigeria, we believe that addressing these challenges requires investment, reform, new societal commitment to treating education as a national policy.
Moving around, moving around, moving around. The basket of number is moving around. What number is this? Or therefore, don't let that easy.
I remember my first day in classroom with my learners. I noticed that some of my learners could not identify letters, some could not read, and some could not even speak English fluently. I saw it as a call to responsibility, and I saw the need to do my best while I'm with them.
Your confusions are, all I know is that I am going to do great.
My name is Titilola Amosun, a 2024 fellow at Teach for Nigeria.
We have a strong belief that no child should be left behind. And that's why inclusive education is at the very heart of what we do. Our fellows are breaking barriers, they're using innovative teaching methods and advocating for policies that support children with disabilities and learning difficulties.
Something you are awesome.
At Teach for Nigeria, we recruit exceptional Nigerian graduates and professionals through a highly competitive process to serve as full-time teacher leaders in underserved public schools for 2 years. Our fellows undergo intensive training in pedagogy, leadership, and community engagement. Since our inception in 2017, Teach for Nigeria has placed over 2,400 fellows in more than 600 low-income schools across Lagos, Ogun, Kaduna, and Oyo states, impacting the lives of over 300,000 students. We have an army of over 1,200 alumni, as well as having trained over 20,000 public school teachers across 29 states in Nigeria, enhancing teaching quality nationwide.
After the training, I noticed that some of my learners cannot read, so I have to break down the lesson into smaller units for them. Then I use more instructional material for them, and we involve in practical sessions in the class.
Using teaching at the right level approach has really helped me to help my learners in classroom. Darasimi can now write a very good composition. Idowu can now participate very well in the classroom.
My name is Ali Ibrahim. I am 12 years old. I am in primary 5. I attend Christ Church Primary School, Akiniku, Ilaro. My teacher is very kind and helpful to everyone, and she is outspoken. And if I don't understand something, she will explain it to me clearly, and I will understand it.
Mo like bó ṣe ń kọ́. Tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀, ó mọ English díẹ̀ àti Maths díẹ̀. Àmọ́ ní ìsìn, mo rí pé ìgbésẹ̀ yẹn ó ti yàtọ̀ sí ti tẹ́lẹ̀.
Who is our champion? Ayo! 21 club for Ayo! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3!
Beyond the classroom, we support our alumni in pursuing careers that continue to advance educational equity. This approach creates a sustainable network of leaders committed to systemic change. Examples include Olayinka Adeosun, a 2020 alumni who is passionate about showcasing innovation and change through STEM programs while still in the classroom.
After my fellowship, I wanted to remain in the classroom because I believe that the real change starts with students sitting in front of us every day. And I've always wanted to bring something more exciting than this. Introducing them to space exploration is a game changer for me.
Mr. Adeosun has been teaching us for the past 3 years. Before he came, school felt normal to me, like we just came to school, we read our notes and we went home, and I never really thought beyond the regular subjects. But when he came, he introduced new method of teaching that made learning very exciting for us. And he did not just teach us from the board, like he taught us to explore, to ask questions, and even build things with our own hands.
So in this mission patch, the green circle represents the color of our uniform. The astronauts represent the Nigerian astronauts, we students hoping to land on the moon one day and go to space.
My experience with Teach for Nigeria was unique. Spending 2 years in the fellowship at 2 different secondary schools with diverse needs in Lagos State gave me a deep understanding of the barriers children face. I am currently working with policymakers to ensure that teachers' recruitment, development, and training integrate technology and inclusive education strategies.
We're not just investing in classrooms, we're building leaders who can impact communities and systems and the environment in which Nigeria ought to thrive in going forward in the future.
Our bold vision is critically important for Nigeria's future because it addresses the root cause of the country's development challenges, educational inequity. Without quality education, children cannot grow into productive citizens, skilled workers, or informed leaders. With over 70% of the Nigerian population under the age of 30, transforming classrooms today will shape the future tomorrow. This vision is not just about education, it's about nation building. Education equity is everyone's business. Whether you give your time, skills, money, or voice, you can be a part of transforming education in Nigeria. One classroom, one child, one leader at a time.
No, I disagree, because you will reap your reward here and after, in Jesus' name. I'd like to ask all our fellows and leaders who are graduating today to please rise. Everyone, all fellows rise, and all our leaders, please rise. You will first reward yourselves by giving yourselves a round of applause. You know, we don't celebrate ourselves, so now this applause is for you, not for anyone who is here. Please give yourselves a round of applause. Let the people at Awoyaya Junction be wondering what's happening here at Green Spring School. It's not loud enough. It's for yourselves, because you have done well. You have done well. You have done well. Okay, amazing. Now stop the applause. I'm going to ask everyone in the room, don't clap, all those standing, all our fellows and leaders, every single person who can hear my voice right now, please give these champions, these game changers, give them a resounding round of applause. Celebrate them, honor them with your applause, because they truly, truly deserve it. Thank you. Thank you so much. You may please be seated. Thank you. You may also be seated. Thank you so much. Now we will take the welcome address right now, and I will invite on stage a distinguished lady who will take the welcome address. But it's important to mention that at the helm of every great movement is a visionary who not only sees what is, but sees what could be. And that visionary is our Chief Executive Officer today, who will be welcoming us, a leader who has led with conviction and clarity. Please let's make welcome Chief Executive Officer, Teach for Nigeria, Mrs. Molade Adeni. A round of applause as she makes her way to the stage. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. I don't normally sound this husky, I promise you, but I've been a little bit unwell for the past few days, but I definitely was not going to miss this graduation. Thank you, Mojibade, for that accolade. But I want to actually celebrate my team, because without them, I'm not sure that we would be here. So the programs team that's been led by Bosede Ogedon, I want to say please help me appreciate the team. They have put together this, and honestly, everything they do, they just make me shine. So thank you very much, Bosede, and thank you very much to the team. I'd like to welcome all our special guests. Mojibade already set the protocol, so I'd like to just stand on the already established protocol and just say thank you very much to everyone from the ministries, from SUBEB, from TESCOM, from the Ministry of Education, our board members, to our friends as well. There is really no Teach for Nigeria without, the support and the partnership that you have all given us. So I want to say very, very warm welcome. So I had written something down, so permit me to read it. Otherwise, I'll be here for the next 15 minutes, I promise you. So good morning, Ekaro, Ibolachi, and Inakwana. I hope I got all of that right. Today, we have reached another milestone in our journey here at Teach for Nigeria. It's one that is filled with purpose, achievement, and hope for the future. It is with great joy and immense pride that I warmly welcome you all to the graduating ceremony of our 7th Teach for Nigeria Fellowship cohort. Today, we celebrate you, 398 extraordinary leaders, our seventh cohort of 311 fellows, and our third cohort of 87 school leaders. The spotlight shines brightly on you. We honor your relentless resilience, your bold and inspiring leadership, and the countless lives you have touched, and the incredible impact you have had across both Lagos and Ogun states. This impact goes beyond the classroom, and it extends to our communities and also to the states as a whole. In the face of daunting challenges, you rose as beacons of hope in underserved classrooms, breaking down barriers to learning and showing us that impossibility is just a word. You have proven once again that when conviction meets compassion, systemic change isn't just a dream, it's a reality. For our guests amongst us, 2 years ago, we set out on a journey to search quite diligently for our next cohort, for the cohorts that you see graduating here today. And we had over 30,000 people apply to join the program back in 2023. And the people you see here are those that came top, so I think they deserve another round of applause. I'm sure the fellows will tell you it was a highly rigorous and competitive process, not just for academic credentials, but we were looking for passion, we were looking for resilience, we were looking for leaders, we were looking for those who had the potential to be true change agents. And we're so proud that we found this amazing cohort here today. You embarked on this mission with courage and conviction. Sometimes we asked you to do the seemingly impossible. We asked you to bridge gaps, to reimagine education, and to ignite hope in the hearts of thousands of children. And today, the results speak for themselves. You have taught, mentored, and inspired over 36,000 students, proving that with the right support, every child can thrive. You have partnered with communities, teachers, existing teachers, leaders to break down barriers to learning and to provide innovative solutions to pressing issues in the communities you served. And through innovation and relentless efforts, you have achieved measurable gains, whether in literacy or numeracy. We ran an independent report last year, and what it showed was that students that were in Teach for Nigeria classroom, Teach for Nigeria fellow classrooms, they had 2 to 3 times more gains in literacy and numeracy than in other classrooms. You have made us extremely proud. We have seen literacy scores, like I said, increase by almost 200%. Numeracy scores increased by over 500% in classes where you taught. We have seen communities transformed through your various Be the Change projects, from transformative renewable energy projects addressing electricity challenges and waste management, to initiatives that provided access to clean water to students in schools and the entire community, to empowerment programs that promote leadership and self-confidence, especially for girls, to solutions that cater to the well-being and mental wellness of students and those in the communities, to innovations that use nature and agriculture to foster learning and critical thinking, and of course, empowering students with digital and technology skills to better position them as global citizens. The list goes on and on. I wish I could stand here and read every single Be the Change project that is in this room. All of those projects are igniting hope. They're bringing restoration to communities, and the impact and the outcome has truly been mind-blowing. Please give yourselves another round and your action. Stay rooted in the belief that every child deserves excellent education, because Nigeria needs you now more than ever. As I begin to close, none of this will be possible without our extraordinary partners. I want to start with our visionary board members, led by Mr. Kunle Elebute, who's always just a phone call away. I want to say a big thank you to Mr. Elebute, and to all the other board members for really, truly having our back and being there and propelling us to always dream bigger and do more. To our dedicated ambassadors, to our board advisors as well, who are always holding our hands in this journey. To our inspiring school leaders, there's no way we could have had the fellows in the classroom without them. To our government partners who opened up the doors for us. And even when they weren't sure what Teach for Nigeria was bringing, they took a chance on us. I want to say a very big thank you to you. To the tireless coaches, to the supportive families. Many of you left your families for 2 years and dedicated your life to this. We owe a debt of gratitude to all your families. Thank you for being the wing beneath our wings. We could not have done this without you. We are thankful to have to walk this journey with you. Your individual and collective support and leadership is what propels us to greatness. To our friends and well-wishers who have come to celebrate with us today, thank you. Your presence means a great deal to us. But beyond today, I want to invite you to be a part of this movement for educational inequity. The task before us is great, but it is only through collective leadership that we can truly overcome the challenges our children face. Whether by volunteering your time, advocating for stronger policies, advocating or amplifying our mission within your network, or offering financial support, there is a role for everyone. Together, we can end the learning crisis and build a future where every Nigerian child has the opportunity to thrive. Before I wrap up my speech, I'd like to thank those who truly, without them, this wouldn't be possible. Can I ask that every member of Teach for Nigeria staff just rise on your feet wherever you are? If you're a Teach for Nigeria team member, please just stand on your feet wherever you are. May I please crave your indulgence to help me recognize and just appreciate these young men and women who day in, day out give of themselves more than is demanded of them to make this dream a reality. To my team, I say a big thank you. Thank you for always being there. Thank you for always, holding forth. You guys are truly the best. I can't imagine having another team other than you guys. So thank you so much. God bless you. As I wrap up my welcome speech today, I want to say to our phenomenal 2025 fellows, thank you for the late night lesson plans again. Thank you for answering our calls and our emails, the multiple monthly meetings, and the different forms and reports that you have to fill in. I know you're all murmuring now. Thank you for the tears that you wiped in the classrooms. Thank you for the dreams that you ignited. Thank you for proving every single day that leadership isn't about a position. It's about courage, it's about grit, and it's about selflessness. Today, we not just celebrate your achievements, but the ripple effect you set in motion. I salute you. Thank you for answering the call, for getting us closer to our vision, that one day, every Nigerian child will attain an excellent education. For us, this isn't goodbye. This is its forward ever. I want you to go out there and shine your light. Thank you to the 2025 graduating fellows. God bless you.
Thank you so much, our visionary CEO, Mrs. Molade Adeni. Another round of applause for her as she takes her seat. Thank you. All right, so we have a QR code on the screen for anyone who is interested. You can scan to donate, or you can visit www.teachfornigeria.org. Thank you. Now we're moving on, and we will be meeting the graduating class. But before then, beg your pardon, we'll have a brief about the graduating class. And to do that, I'd like to invite on stage our program director, Teach for Nigeria, Ms. Bosede Ogidon. A round of applause for her. Thank you very much. She'll just be giving us a brief about the graduating class, the 7th cohort for the fellows, and the third for the school leaders.
Good afternoon, everyone. Standing on existing protocols. Today is a day of deep pride, heartfelt gratitude, and celebration. We are here not just to witness a graduation, but to honor transformation, the kind that reshapes lives, schools, and entire communities. Let's begin with our 2023 fellows. 311 brilliant young leaders who stepped into 203 public schools across Ogun State with a shared mission to create classrooms where every child feels seen, heard, and inspired to thrive. They didn't just teach, they led change. Through 133 Be the Change projects, they addressed some of the most urgent challenges in our communities, from low literacy to youth development, from climate action to youth development, from climate action to gender inclusion. Together, they reached over 38,000 children directly and over 60,000 more indirectly. Their journey was not without difficulty. 87 visionary leaders who chose to reimagine what school leadership can be. Over the past year, they've poured themselves into learning, leading, and serving. Through 78 school transformation projects, they reached nearly 12,000 students and touched the lives of thousands more, creating inclusive, safe, and enabling learning environments. Creating inclusive, safe, and enabling learning environments. You have shown us what is possible when school leadership is rooted in equity, empathy, and bold action. You meet the graduating class of 2025. Thank you. Meet the graduating
pictures and your names. When you see your friends, celebrate them, your colleagues, your peers, your fellow change makers. Make sure you're celebrating them, celebrate one another. Very well done to all of you. Just keep celebrating your friends, don't get tired. Wait. Where is the person leading the chant? Where? Who is leading the chant? I can hear it. Who is leading the gospel? Who is the person speaking? Please stand. I want to give you the microphone.
Jasper! 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 Jasper!
Thank you so much. So me, I'm jealous because I want to be a part of this team. Amazing. Please give yourselves a round of applause. Absolutely beautiful. So beautiful to watch. Very well done. Congratulations. We are immensely proud of you. Thank you so much. We're moving on now, and we're going to have a cultural display by some of our Teach for Nigeria students. So please, let's give them a round of applause as they come in to entertain us with a cultural display this afternoon.
Lúbúlúbú ta ní ọlọ́jà bó bá dalẹ̀. Lúbúlúbú ta ní ọlọ́jà bó bá dalẹ̀ o. Gbowó bá arànjọ olóòkọ̀ bọ̀ bó dalẹ̀. Gbowó bá arànjọ olóòkọ̀ bọ̀ bó dalẹ̀ o. Ìjẹ́ òbú mọ́, ìjẹ́ òbú mọ́, kí ni ìjẹ́ mọ́, kí ni ìjẹ́ adé, kí ni ìjẹ́ pò, kí ni ìjẹ́ ṣẹrẹ, kí ni ìjẹ́ àmọ́yà, kí ni ìjẹ́ àkókò, kí ni ìjẹ́ òrìṣà, kí ni ìjẹ́ àmọ́yà, kí ni ìjẹ́ àkókò, kí ni ìjẹ́ òrìṣà, kí ni ìjẹ́ àlàyé. Kí ni jẹ́ èkòló? Kí ni jẹ́ àjúbà? Ìbà làwọn ṣe ká tó ṣeré, káwọn náà lè dálẹ́gbà o, káwọn lè dàgbà, káwọn lè dògbò. Ìbà Ọlọ́run aláwùrà o. Ìbà orí ẹ̀. Jàǹkóló. Ó mi o. Jàǹkóló. Bàtà ẹsẹ̀ rẹ̀. Jàǹkóló. Ó mi o. Jàǹkóló. Aṣọ ọrùn ẹ̀. Jàǹkóló. Ó mi o. Jàǹkóló. Ago ọwọ́ rẹ̀. Jàǹkóló. Ó mi o. Jàǹkóló. Ó mi o. Jàǹkóló. Mo fẹ́ lọ kí yágá wa. Yàrá ṣàṣàkó máa lọ. Mo fẹ́ lọ kí yágá wa. Yàrá ṣàṣàkó máa lọ. Mo fẹ́ lọ kí yágá wa. Yàrá ṣàṣàkó máa lọ. Mọ́ládé ọ̀gá wa, àwọn èèyàn bíi Sólómọ̀ wọ́n forí agbárí ṣe lẹ́gbọ́n. Iléèwé wa kò rẹ̀yìn, àwa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Olúwa tó mú wa gòkè àgbà. Mọ́ládé ọ̀gá wa, àwọn èèyàn bíi Sólómọ̀ wọ́n forí agbárí ṣe lẹ́gbọ́n. Iléèwé wa kò rẹ̀yìn, àwa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Olúwa tó mú wa gòkè àgbà o. Mọ́ládé ọ̀gá wa, àwọn èèyàn bíi Sólómọ̀ wọ́n forí agbárí ṣe lẹ́gbọ́n. Iléèwé wa kò rẹ̀yìn, àwa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Olúwa tó mú wa gòkè àgbà. Mọ́ládé ọ̀gá wa, àwọn èèyàn bíi Sólómọ̀ wọ́n forí agbárí ṣe lẹ́gbọ́n. Iléèwé wa kò rẹ̀yìn, àwa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Olúwa tó mú wa gòkè àgbà. Olúfúnkẹ́ ọ̀gá wa, àwọn èèyàn bíi Sólómọ̀. Rónkẹ́ ọ̀gá wa, àwọn èèyàn bíi Sólómọ̀. Kúnlé ọ̀gá wa, àwọn èèyàn bíi Sólómọ̀ wọ́n forí agbárí ṣe lẹ́gbọ́n. Iléèwé wa kò rẹ̀yìn, àwa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Olúwa tó mú wa gòkè àgbà. Mọ́ládé ọ̀gá wa, àwọn èèyàn bíi Sólómọ̀ wọ́n forí agbárí ṣe lẹ́gbọ́n. Iléèwé wa kò rẹ̀yìn, àwa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Olúwa tó mú wa gòkè àgbà. Wọ́n ò kéré rẹ̀ borí mọ́tò kan, mọ́tò Bọ́ládé ló ń bọ̀ o. Mo ò kéré rẹ̀ borí mọ́tò kan, mọ́tò Bọ́ládé ló ń bọ̀ o. Mo ò kéré rẹ̀ borí mọ́tò kan, mọ́tò Olúfúnkẹ́ ló ń bọ̀ o. Mo ò kéré rẹ̀ borí mọ́tò kan, mọ́tò Olúfúnkẹ́ ló ń bọ̀ o. Mo ò kéré rẹ̀ borí mọ́tò kan, mọ́tò Rónkẹ́ ló ń bọ̀ o. Mo ò kéré rẹ̀ borí mọ́tò kan, mọ́tò Rónkẹ́ ló ń bọ̀ o. Mo ò kéré rẹ̀ borí mọ́tò kan, mọ́tò Kúnlé ló ń bọ̀ o. Mo ò kéré rẹ̀ borí mọ́tò kan, mọ́tò Kúnlé ló ń bọ̀ o. Káàbọ̀ o, káàbọ̀, káàbọ̀ o, káàbọ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ káàbọ̀ o, káàbọ̀ o, káàbọ̀. Káàbọ̀ o, mo ò kéré mọ́tò kan, mọ́tò Mọ́ládé ló ń bọ̀ o. Mo ò kéré rẹ̀ borí mọ́tò kan, mọ́tò Mọ́ládé ló ń bọ̀ o. Mo ò kéré rẹ̀ borí mọ́tò kan, mọ́tò Olúfúnkẹ́ ló ń bọ̀ o. Mo ò kéré rẹ̀ borí mọ́tò kan, mọ́tò Olúfúnkẹ́ ló ń bọ̀ o. Mo ò kéré rẹ̀ borí mọ́tò kan, mọ́tò Rónkẹ́ ló ń bọ̀ o. Mo ò kéré rẹ̀ borí mọ́tò kan, mọ́tò Rónkẹ́ ló ń bọ̀ o. Mo ò kéré rẹ̀ borí mọ́tò kan, mọ́tò Kúnlé ló ń bọ̀ o. Mo ò kéré rẹ̀ borí mọ́tò kan, mọ́tò Kúnlé ló ń bọ̀ o. Káàbọ̀ o, káàbọ̀, káàbọ̀ o, káàbọ̀. Ọmọ bẹ́lẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀, ọmọ bẹ́lẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ kílẹ̀ lanu káàbọ̀ ó ti dé o. Káàbọ̀ ó fẹ́ wọlé o. Káàbọ̀ ó ti dé o. Ó fẹ́ wọlé o. Mo ti dáwọ́ ìgbẹ́gbẹ́ káyé mẹ́rin wá gbẹ́jẹ́ mọ́ màá ti dáwọ́ ìtẹ̀tẹ̀ tẹ̀tẹ̀ má tẹ́wọ́ mọ́lẹ̀. Mo ti dáwọ́ adé o, adé foríjì wá o. Mo ti dáwọ́ ìgbẹ́gbẹ́ káyé mẹ́rin wá gbẹ́jẹ́ mọ́ màá ti dáwọ́ ìtẹ̀tẹ̀ kí tẹ̀tẹ̀ má tẹ́wọ́ mọ́lẹ̀. Mo ti dáwọ́ adé o, adé foríjì wá o. Mo ti dáwọ́ ìgbẹ́gbẹ́ káyé mẹ́rin wá gbẹ́jẹ́ mọ́ màá ti dáwọ́ tẹ̀kí tẹ̀tẹ̀ má tẹ́wọ́ mọ́lẹ̀. Mo ti dáwọ́ adé o, adé foríjì wá o. Mo ti dáwọ́ ìgbẹ́gbẹ́ káyé mẹ́rin wá gbẹ́jẹ́ mọ́ màá ti dáwọ́ tẹ̀tẹ̀ kí tẹ̀tẹ̀ má tẹ́wọ́ mọ́lẹ̀. Mo ti dáwọ́ adé o, adé foríjì wá o. múrelé o. Ire. Àwa ríre múrelé o. Ire ire ológun. Ire ire ọlọ́ṣà. Ire. Àwa ríre múrelé o.
Please give them another round of applause. See, if you ask any of my primary school teachers, this was me many years ago. I was in all the groups: cultural troupe, drama group, poetry, debating society, everything I featured. So I really saw myself in them, just going back many years ago. So give them another round of applause. The future of Nigeria, the future of Africa, and the future of the world, because these ones will go from here to change the world. We're moving on now, and we have a documentary to show you. Every year when we graduate our fellows, we have, their impact that they've done and the causes they've been a part of. So we've documented that in a video, and we want you to please watch that right now. So again, please focus your attention to the multimedia screen as we show you the impact documentary.
Inidode, Okiowa, Italupe, and Odedio Imero, the journey to poverty, puberty, and tradition stand in our way. Many girls miss school because pads are a luxury. Then came Project Lens, led by Gideon Bernard and his colleagues from Teach for Nigeria.
Fellow Gideon, he has impacted the school a lot. He's also very passionate about the work he's doing.
This tying and dyeing, I love it, and it could help me in the future. And I also love the reusable pad.
The whole essence of Project Lens is to equip these girls with tools with which they'll be able to take ownership of their future. We also included those that are already out of school as a way of reigniting their passion for education and also creating an alternative source of income generation for them.
He has also taken that project to the neighboring secondary school. He called me that he wanted to buy another laptop so that he would be able to teach the children how to use a laptop, and a lot of them have learned computer.
Fellow Gideon jẹ́ ọmọ gidi torí ó kọ́ àwọn ọmọ yẹn níṣẹ́ ríṣiríṣi, gbogbo nǹkan tó jẹ́ pé tí ọmọ pàápàá bá jáde.
4 core key areas: adire making, reusable pad production, baking, and digital skills. We have seen that it has helped the family, especially for girls that are already menstruating, because the girls are able to make reusable sanitary pads.
This has impacted a lot in my life personally and in my colleagues' life, because we are very comfortable with the reusable pad.
What he has done in these 2 years will go a very long way in the academic performances of learners in this school. In fact, other teachers have learned from him.
In Ogijo, the Education for Every Child initiative by Mrs. Kende is writing a new chapter. When Mrs. Bashiru came, she gave out socks, sandals, writing materials, bags, and uniform. I am one of the beneficiaries.
I know Mrs. Bashiru Kende as a devoted and committed teacher, a go-getter, who's so passionate about children's education.
I used my influence, firstly, to resuscitate dead sporting activities. Under 3 months, I was able to do the inter-house sport because the enrollment was too low. I went for enrollment drive with my teachers. To the glory of God, it yielded positively.
When I came, she said he will enroll 2 of them free for me. Gave them uniform, sandal, exercise book, everything. Even the class teacher the other day was saying, this your daughter is very brilliant. So we even wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, say, Mommy, I want to go to school. No.
Our school garden before, we don't have much plants. This when Mrs. Bashiru came, she gave us ewedu, she gave us okra, she gave us maize that we should go and plant. Now, our plant has grown. We are thanking her. In our secondary school, we pray to have a principal like her.
We have been able to enroll almost 18 learners that were out of school. Every morning, I pay courtesy visits to their classes.
I noticed that due to the academic level of the parents, they have not given the children the right support needed to thrive in their academic life in school. And that inspired me to start an adult education center where we teach them literacy, numeracy, and basic financial skills. Jog. Come on, jog.
Ọ̀tọ̀ ni pé kí wọ́n rányàn níṣẹ́, kí èèyàn ṣe jẹ́ ṣe kíni, kó dẹ̀ jẹ iṣẹ́ yẹn perfectly. Mo ń kọ, mo dẹ̀ ń kà. Even gan, mo tún try láti lè ṣe kíni, láti lè ṣe homework àwọn ọmọ mi nílé. Nítorí pé mo lọ sí school Ever Grow Learning Hub.
We did that, she don't know. I'll be playing with sand. She don't come. They said I should come to St. John. She don't teach me very well. I know how to write. She don't thank you.
She has been making many impacts in the life of the out of school learners. They are now very happy to come to school. She really worked on the Ever Grow Learning Hub, talking to them, encouraging them that they can still do it. So they started learning. The 4 sets, they have graduated already.
If adults are educated, then it has a ripple effect on their children where every child also has access to quality education and the right motivation is given to such child.
I'm very happy to be in this SLD program. In fact, I didn't even have heard about this. I will have joined since, and I will even introduce my colleagues to be part of this.
If I have my way, I will give an award for Teach for Nigeria for the great work they have been doing in our community.
In our schools, in Ijebu-Ode, a big transformation is taking root. Our teachers, Mrs. Abatogu, Mrs. Adelaja, and Mrs. Tawakalitu, noticed that many of us are ever school hungry, taking away our ability to learn. With old tires and plastic bottles, we created gardens.
Getting into this school, seeing the activities, working with the fellows, I was impressed. It gives the people morale.
The first time I worked in the garden, I feel like, what are they going to do in the garden? Like 2 weeks more, I was very interested for the garden project. We plant okra, vegetable, potato. 1 month later, we harvest everything. When I took it to my mommy was happy.
Even extended it to the learners' home. We visited them to see what they're doing, and they're doing great.
Irú tá máa lọ máa fowó ra ẹ̀fọ́, máa fowó ra ewédú, fowó ra ata. Irú yẹn ó cancel. So lẹ́yìn pé ká dẹ̀ wá owó ká fi ra ìwé. Má dé láti school wọn máa ṣeré pa ni. But tí teacher of Nigeria tó ti dé báyìí, mọ́mì, mo fẹ́ lọ gbin ẹ̀fọ́, mo fẹ́ lọ gbin lab.
I'm glad truancy had been reduced drastically. The children's interests are developed in practical work. We are able to create a very strong relationship with the parents of our learners. The children, they became more independent. They don't wait for us to take responsibility.
Because of the incredible work my fellows are doing, I decided to join the School Leadership Development Program.
If not for Teach for Nigeria, I wouldn't have thought about bringing the garden project into existence. My learners are now eager to learn. They are not in classroom with hungry stomach again.
In Odeda, Emulu, and Orile Tesi, electricity is a privilege, not a right. Many of us have grown up watching our parents cough through smoky kitchens. We have had to study under the dim glow of kerosene lamps. Our future often felt as dark as our homes, until Sparkwise lit the way. Before the fellows came, there was no electricity and
We just see discarded plastic, electronic waste on the floor, but we pass by it. Fellow Ebenezer called us. He told us that if we see discarded plastic and electronic waste, we should bring it to the school.
We find discarded material, we build torchlight fan for our community.
Everything changed. School was no more boring, and our technical classes, it starts running unlike before.
We really felt their impact for almost 2 years that they have joined us. They have really touched the life of the students. They have taken them to a lot of competition, not even only nationally now, but internationally.
We did motor car that uses solar. We did vegetable blender, fans, lanterns, and it was so exciting. If we have broken gadgets, we bring it and repair it.
The students now have the boldness that they can produce their own solar power torchlight fans, which they are now using at home. Their parents have also given some testimonies of how those things are helping the students in their communities as they use it. Even our biogas that is also used for green cooking.
The biogas, actually, it really helped. If the gas can pass through some purification, every home by now in the community will be agitating and clamoring for the biogas.
From there, we now go into forming it as a club, which we now call Young Innovators Club.
I didn't think I could represent my school in many places, but now I've spoken at many events globally. We have gone to some competitions like South and Southwest Education, Student Impact Challenge, Youth Made Festival, Teach the Future, and others.
Beyond our work here in Sparkwise Initiative, we have launched into other aspects, which is talent discovery, where one of our students here emerged, being Rebecca Edenolobo, who won golds in Leg Gears Thrive Sports Festival, organized by Teach for Nigeria. And since then, she has not stopped winning.
Through Teach for Nigeria, I met Ogun State coach. She became my coach. She took me to several competitions like Youth Game Festival in 2024. I won bronze. I went to Nigeria School Sports Festival. I went to M10 Shams at Lagos and M10 Shams too at Uyo for final.
Coach Rachel Ogutona ó láti commend Mr. Ebenezer pé àtíṣà tó kún wọn wá yẹn ó ṣe dáadáa o, wọ́n jẹ́ olùkọ́ tó yanrantí ní gbogbo ẹ̀ka. Mr. Ebenezer ọ̀gá ni wọ́n.
Pushing for teaching, we're pushing for impact, and all of that we have seen in the video we just watched. I think we should give ourselves another round of applause. Thank you. And still speaking about impact, we have a segment now where we will be rewarding some of our fellows who have been outstanding at their Be the Change community impact project. So we have different people who come up with projects, and it's called Be the Change, but we have persons who will speak to that very shortly. We'll be presenting to our top 3, the outstanding 3 persons whose Be the Change project stood out the most, because everybody did something very special. But there were 3 persons whose initiative stood out the most, and we'll be speaking to them shortly, and of course awarding them. But first, let me recognize some of our dignitaries that have joined us. Our keynote speaker, who is the commencement speaker, has joined us. Please let's celebrate Dr. Ronke Shoyombo. A round of applause for her. She's the registrar and chief executive of the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'd also like to recognize Princess Ada Ekuno, TRCN State Coordinator 2. Thank you so much for joining us. Mr. Ojewi Olumuyiwa, Lagos State Coordinator, Assistant Director at TRCN. Thank you for joining us. We have representatives from the Ogun State Ministry of Education. We have the Ogun State Honorable Commissioner of Education, Science and Technology, Professor Abayomi Arigbabu, who is represented by Mr. Obadiah Akindele, Director, Primary Education Department. He's also joined by Mr. Shorunke and Miss Alake T.E. Thank you very much for joining us from the Ogun State Ministry of Education. Now, to make the presentation for the Outstanding Be the Change initiative, I'd like to invite on stage Mrs. Bukola Thomas and Mrs. Alero Aida Otobo. A round of applause for them, please. Thank you. They will speak more to the 3 outstanding initiatives, and of course, they will present the awards to them. Please give them another round of applause, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. Congratulations, fellows, SLD, well done. When Moji said she was teary-eyed earlier on, I was like, okay. Well, I found myself extremely teary-eyed, as I watched the documentary. I'm also a product of 2 teachers. My father was principal of quite a few federal government colleges, and just looking at this, it's a very emotional moment for me as well. And I'm truly honored to be part of this initiative. I'm also very privileged to be announcing 2 of the winners, and I'll be announcing the second runner-up as well as the first runner-up. So let's start with the second runner-up. Are we ready? The second runner-up for this year's award goes to Heal to Educate. Heal to Educate is made up of Paul, Blessing, and Lolade. Can you come up, please? Paul, Blessing, and Lolade, well done. Heal to Educate is a grassroots initiative focused on improving the holistic well-being of learners, physically, emotionally, and socially. Please come up, we're waiting. Come up, come up, come up. Well done, well done, well done. And they did this in 2 underserved schools in Shagamu, Ogun State. And of course, when they launched this project, after witnessing how students struggled with poor health, low motivation, and a lack of basic materials like notebooks and school bags, we are truly, truly honored for what you have done to just be part of your journey. Thank you so much for giving so much of yourself to our children. And on behalf of Teach for Nigeria, we would like to present you 250,000 naira to continue the good work that you are doing. And we look forward to hearing more good news from you. Well done, and thank you.
I am a mountain, I am a tall tree, oh, I am a swift wind, sweeping the country. I am a river, down in the valley, oh, I am a vision, and I can see clearly.
Another round of applause for Heal to Educate. Well done. Thank you so much. And now, the first runner-up. Again, I ask, are we ready? The first runner-up goes to Girls Inspiring Success and Empowerment Hub, made up of Oladimeji Tawosa and Jesu Gbemi Olabode. Please come up on stage. Well done, well done, well done. You have served in remote communities of Abigi and Efire, where early marriage, school dropouts, and limited opportunities for girls were widespread. The project, GISE, serves girls fighting chance, or gives girls a fighting chance at education, skills, and self-determination. We are we deeply appreciate your good work, and we thank you. And of course, on behalf of Teach for Nigeria, would like to present to you this award and cash sum to continue the good work that you are doing. Congratulations and well done.
Hey, I made it. I'm the world's greatest. And I'm that little bit of hope when my back's against the ropes.
Well done, well done.
I'm the world's greatest.
I don't have
the world's greatest.
Wow. Wow. And honestly, for all the projects, whether you are on stage or not on stage, we deeply appreciate all you've done and the passion that you have brought to it. And at this time, we would like to bring up our winner. Are we really ready for this winner? You are?
No, they're not. No, you're not ready. You're not ready. Winner! 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 Round of applause for the winner. Come on!
And our winner is Evergreen Learning Hub! Woo! In the heart. Well done, well done. Please come on stage. Come on stage. Evergreen Learning Hub. In the heart of Ogijo, Rashidat Uthman noticed students completing their assignments not out of laziness, but because their parents couldn't help them. Many of these adults had never been to school, and some of them sent their children to pick scraps to survive. But thank you so much. You made sure that their parents started learning. We appreciate you. You have done so well. Let's give it up for
Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just life, that's how it is. 'Cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up.
All right.
Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions.
All right, congratulations. Congratulations to all three of you. 400,000 naira, 300,000 naira, and 250,000 naira. Congratulations on your outstanding Be the Change initiatives that you have now deployed. And to everyone who worked on something, well done to every single one of you. Yes, we only awarded 3 of the outstanding ones, but everyone did great. But there can only be 3 winners. So congratulations to 3 of them again, and well done to every single one of you.
Okay, can I have your attention, please? I know that we're celebrating, I know that we're happy, and I know that a special person walked in at some point. I don't have the special person's name, but okay, she's up here. All right, okay. At this point, if she goes for presidency, she will win. Oh. Your delegates are solidly behind you. We just need to launch the campaign team, that's all. But thank you so much, and thank you for the great work that you do. I think it just says that your impact is truly, truly felt. Thank you, and very well done. I think it just says that your impact is truly, truly felt. Thank you, and very well done. All right, let's settle down quickly so we can move on with the rest of today. Thank you. One house, champions, leaders, change makers, please. One house, please. All right, thank you. So we'll move on now and we will take the commencement speech. It's a moment we have been looking forward to during the course of this graduation ceremony, beg your pardon. But we have a video citation for our speaker, and I'd like for us to listen to that right now. Thank you.
Dr. Mrs. Ronke Shoyombo is a distinguished educationist, business lawyer, prolific writer, and a Microsoft certified professional with over 30 years of teaching and leadership experience in Nigeria and the United Kingdom. She holds a BSc in Chemistry Education, Unilag, an LLB in Business Law, London Metropolitan University, and a PhD in Professional Ethics, specializing in educational ethics. Dr. Shoyombo made history as the first black advanced skill teacher for ICT in Lambeth Borough, London. She has served as head teacher in top performing schools in both the UK and Nigeria, and is renowned for improving underperforming schools through academic intervention, performance optimization, and teacher capacity development. She was the pioneer Director General of the Lagos State Education Quality Assurance Office and later served as Special Advisor on Education to the Ogun State Governor, where she led key agencies that introduced innovations like Ogun DigiClass and Microsoft 365 for teachers. Appointed Registrar and CEO of the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria in May 2025, Dr. Shoyombo also serves as the National Director of the APC Professionals Women Council, promoting women's political and economic empowerment. She sits on multiple educational boards and is a devoted wife and mother, committed to excellence, equity, and impactful leadership.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a resounding applause as we now receive Dr. Mrs. Ronke Shoyombo for the commencement speech today. We're truly honored to have you here.
Thank you very much. Please, let's be seated. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I want to respectfully greet my auntie that is seated there, Auntie Alero. Thank you so much for what you do. She's such a brilliant icon in education that we refuse to let go. Thank you so much for what you do in education. All the wonderful, please, I also want to greet the CEO of Teach for Nigeria, my wonderful sister, Mulade. Thank you so much for inviting me this morning. What a great honor for that small girl to come and speak at your event. I really appreciate that. The Honorable State Commissioner for Education, ably represented by my brother. You must say me well to my Egbon, that I miss him. And awesome God will continue to abide with him in the name of Jesus. The wonderful gurus of education, our sisters there, please permit me to stand on every existing protocol because I don't have names. But I can see school leaders that are in the house. Option. Show the light. The greatest and the greatest and the greatest Nigerian teachers. CEO. The greatest and the greatest and the greatest Nigerian teachers. CEO. Thank you. I respect all of you and I really, really miss all of you. Abika Jomaloni. So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen of the press, I say good morning to every one of us seated. Good afternoon to everyone. Because it's such a great honor to be part of you this afternoon. And for me to come and, sorry, I'm just looking for my notes. Okay, I've seen it. I'm going to start by saying, we're celebrating bold strides today. And with all the things that we actually saw, what else could I have come and say? Because to me, it shows a lot of what Teach for Nigeria is doing. But I'll start with a quotation from Nelson Mandela, and that says, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." Visionary leaders in the house, distinguished guests, and most importantly, the 2025 Teach for Nigerian Fellows, Nigeria's newest army of change. Are we there? The change makers. Nigeria's newest army of change makers. Are you there? Fantastic. Today, as you stand at the threshold of your journey, I am deeply honored to join you in celebrating bold strides. The boldness to choose service over comfort, to embrace classrooms as your battleground, and to believe unshakably in the potential of every Nigerian child. Before I charge you forward, let me share a story of bold strides from my own arena, the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria. Because as soon as you become fellows, we need you in TRCN. And today I've actually come with two state coordinators from Lagos State, Mr. Ojewi and Mrs. Adaobi. Please stand up to be recognized. So if you want to become professionals, those are the people that you're going to work with. Now, TRCN was born from a radical idea that teaching must transition from a job to a profession, from chance to choice, from overlooked to revered. Over the years, we've turned this idea into action. At the moment, I have 1.5 million teachers on our database, creating Africa's largest community of professional educators, established rigorous standards that have restored dignity in our profession, building strategic partnership across all 36 states of Nigeria to ensure no teacher is left behind. This achievement proves one truth: bold strides begin with the audacity to confront broken systems and the patience to rebuild them. As you're graduating today, the question I want to ask you is, are you on the left-hand side or are you on the right-hand side? The people on the left-hand side would always see what is not good about Nigeria. But the people on the right-hand side, they have the hope. They know something great is happening. Look at all the things that we've seen today. And that's to tell you that we're going on a journey. So in the coming months, TRCN will be embarking on groundbreaking initiatives to further strengthen our education system. I remember when I became the registrar a few months ago, all the social media platform, I didn't reply to anything, not because I'm arrogant, but because I was seriously looking at what the feedback will be telling me. The feedback was, what is TRCN? Some people didn't know TRCN. Some people reported, oh, I've actually done that exam 3 years ago, but no certificate, no license. Children of the Most High God, I bring good news today. 19th of August, we're going to be launching the best portal for every teacher in Nigeria. The 20 million teachers will be able to actually print certificates, get your license in your room. So you don't need anybody to send it to you now. In your bedroom, you can print it as long as the printer. Because it's a global world. And the main thing is, I also have to tell everyone, because I saw it online, people are disturbed. Ronke, why are you getting rid of teachers, unqualified teachers? I bring you good news. My minister is not getting rid of any unqualified teachers. Because all the unqualified teachers that we have, we're going to be bringing out amnesty between now and the month of October. So they have that amnesty time of 2 years to quickly go and do PGDE, PDE, so that everybody will become qualified and you can actually do TRCN. So we're developing solutions that will bridge the gap between policy and classroom reality. And some people will tell me, Ronke, what's in it for us when we actually become TRCN professional? Question you want to go and ask the lawyer is, when you actually finish law degree, what made you to go to law school to become a professional? And so exactly the same thing. So if you do the PQE exam, for all the fellows today, I implore you, you have to do your PQE exam and then become professional teachers in the country. I've told the of Teach for Nigeria, as I come today, Ananti Alero, you have assignment. And this is something I've always spoken about anytime I come for your event. How do we scale up? Because you cannot keep on doing those good and great things in just Ogun State. We've got so, all the fellows of today, as rooms and committees, your mission mirrors TRCN, but with a frontline urgency. Here is how to leave indelible mark. Number 1, teach like a professional, even when the system whispers otherwise. Must really attest to that I've seen with the fellows of Teach for Nigeria. You will meet schools with no chairs, I must say. You will meet, students who doubt their worth and systems that resist change. But remember, professionalism is not a privilege of resources. It's a choice. The way you plan lessons, the respect you show your pupils, the boundaries you set, this declare teaching is a craft worthy of excellence. So number 1 is teach like a professional. Number 2, lead with evidence and empathy. TRCN's reform succeeded because we paired data with humanity. In your schools, be the leader who listens before you act, who sees the child behind the test score and the community behind the challenge. Number 3, disrupt but leave blueprints. Your 2-year fellowship is not just about filling gaps, it's about designing sustainable solutions. Start a reading club that outlives you. Mentor a local teacher who will continue the work. Like TRCN's portal, build systems that will endure. Part of the things that I've seen is you actually do a lot with leaders as well, school leaders. And that's something that stands out in Teach for Nigeria. And we don't just want it to be in Ogun State. Today, when those, the groups that came out to actually get the award, the people that came third were from Shagamu. And the ones that came, the group that came first was from Ogijo. And that's to tell you, those 2 groups came from my local government. So the Honorable State Commissioner for Education, being represented by my brother, this was what we were always fighting for when we were working together. Because he's from Ijebu and I'm from Remo. So today, 2 Remo groups came first and third, but Ijebu came second. So please tell my Honorable State Commissioner that Remo is leading. So ladies and gentlemen, as I close, I leave you with this. Nigeria's education crisis, this did not start with you, but a solution must include you. Please, that was why I started that people on the left-hand side, remember, they're always moaning, but the more you pour the water, the more it becomes an ocean one day. So let's do something. Let's try and bring together education in Nigeria. Very soon, by the grace of God, in October, when we'll be celebrating Teachers' Day, There's a lot that CRCN will be bringing out. We're going to be if every child can get the best education, people have started now, we've started bringing out the lesson plans that will be contextualized to suit the needs of the Nigerian child. And it will be contextualized for every geopolitical zone. And that's something that will be supporting what Teach for Nigeria is doing. Because at the end of the day, if you tell me that the standard of teachers, if you're saying standard is not good, am I going to sit on that for so long and keep on moaning like everybody? We don't want to moan. And so there's going to be a contextualized lesson plan for Nigeria. Not only that, I know we have two groups of teachers. We've got very gifted and talented teachers, and we've got middle ability teachers. The middle ability teachers who are from rural, that will tell me, Ronke, I don't have digital literacy skills, will have your prescripted lesson plans for you. But for teachers that are very, very gifted, there's a particular company in US, G-Minds, and what they've done is, instead of us paying for $1.5 million to actually get our AI-generated lesson plan portal, they are giving it to us freely. And that's to tell you that something is happening in Nigeria. So please put your mind at rest, because we're very particular with the content that our children are being taught. If learning and teaching can actually get better, every other thing will fall into place. Before I finish, I also like to give you the gift that for all the fellows that are here today, as you go home, don't forget to take your 4 C's with you in your pocket. I'm sure I talk about 4 C's anytime you see me. The 4 C's will be, number 1, allow our children to collaborate at all times. And when you look at your lesson plans, what is the opportunity I'm going to give to every child to collaborate with the others? The time you taught us, those Auntie Alero, when they taught us to be covering our books. You know, when you are writing, you say, don't see what I'm don't see what I'm writing. Miss it at that time. But that generation, we still have a lot to learn from them, so we can't just leave them like that. So please, collaboration is key to us. Another C is critical thinking. Please put that in your pocket as well. Every fellow in the house. Let's give opportunity of critical thinking lessons to our children. Enough of our children becoming 9-to-5 boys. We're looking for great entrepreneurs, great innovators. Enough of the pastors and imams. We have a lot of pastors already. We have imams. Please don't say I'm anti-God. I'm not anti-God at all. But enough of us producing just pastors and imams. Let's produce more innovators. Let our children take ownership of learning. And that's why inquiry-based learning must become our best watchword in classes. If you ask me, what's your name? My name is Ronke Shoyombo. It doesn't add any value to me. Would you like to tell us about yourself? That is open-ended questions. And that's something we're asking from every fellow member in the house today. Please go with inquiry-based learning. If children can have something in their groups, why is Nigeria the giant of Africa? I'm sure a lot of lessons will come from that. They can research, they can take ownership of learning, and they can actually come up trumps with a lot of answers. Another C is what? Oh, give me another C. So there's collaboration, there's critical thinking, there's creativity. Don't let us lose creativity at all. Please, as fellows in the house, creativity is the watchword. Allow our children to be creative in their thought. And we teachers also must be very creative to our students. Enough of us just teaching them, and you keep on giving them just a ba. If you marry a man, and he comes home every day, and you keep on giving him a ba, after a while, you start looking for pastors and imams that, Pastor, my husband is looking out. Why will he not look out when you want to kill him with a bar? So the same thing applies to teachers that are still using the same strategies to teach. So at all times, with all the things that I've seen today, I've seen that our fellows are well-baked. Let's put our hands together to celebrate fellows again. Thank you. And the last but not the least is we're looking at communication. Please, speaking and listening. Thank you, colleagues. Thank you. Moni adamore koni. Eni bambinu teacher. Moni adamore koni. Adomore koni. Any bambinu teacher. Shejare, don't worry, we are not in at that political ground yet, but we'll soon start from next year by the grace of God when we start jumping the fence again. So the last but not the least C is communication. Allow our children to do a lot on speaking and listening. Let them talk to themselves. Let them talk about what has happened. You're telling a child, how did you spend your last holiday? The more they communicate, the better that child would actually remember all that he or she has to write. So it's very, very important. For all the school leaders, I am very, very grateful to what you're doing. Option, remember, I'm always very proud of you because leaders must build leaders. The question I want to ask you is, as a leader, are you building other leaders? So you must be able to build other leaders. You must be able to bring them up. Let people watch you because you are Bible unto them. You are Quran unto them. Are they seeing that leadership skills in you? So at all times, let's build that up as God will help us. So in order to finish, I want to say that as I close, I leave you with this Nigerians education. I leave you with this. Nigerians education crisis did not start with you, but its solution must include you and I. When you meet a child who cannot read, remember you are the best hope. When fatigue whispers, retreat, remember the teacher CRCN certified in IDP camps didn't retreat. When you doubt your impact, remember bold strides are measured not in years, but in changed lives. Years from now, let them say of your cohort, they were the ones who taught Nigeria how to rise. Fellows, TRCN stands with you. Today, I pledge our collaboration through training, resources, and advocacy to amplify your work. Now go forth, teach with courage, lead with love. The future of Nigerians' children is your commencement gift. What will you do with it? Thank you.
All right, can we one more time give her a resounding applause? Thank you for your wise words today. Thank you for being a part of our graduation ceremony today and for sharing from your wealth of knowledge and experience. We have a little token to present to you, and I'd like to invite our CEO, Mrs. Molade Adeniyi, and Mrs. Alero Aida Otobo to please help with the very special presentation today.
So I'd like to just tell a little story before we do this presentation. Thank you so much, Dr. Shoyombo. God bless you, ma. We had the honor and the privilege of visiting her in her office in Abuja last month, I think it was. And it was at that meeting that we made our request for her to come and be our commencement speaker. And without hesitation, she said yes to us. So we're deeply grateful. Dr. Shoyobo has been a friend of Teach for Nigeria for such a long time. She has been a huge supporter even before I joined as CEO. And then I remember when I came on board as CEO and the first time that I met her, she called me to the side and she said, you know that I'm here for you. If you need me, just reach out to me. So thank you so much, ma. We want to say thank you for, just championing education the way that you do. Your passion for education and quality education in the country is infectious. It's difficult to be around you and not catch that same fire and want to just sort of, continue with it. We pray that, God will grant you wisdom in your new position. And, we're already hearing the amazing things that you're doing, and we cannot wait to see how you're truly going to transform TRCN and teacher certification. So on behalf of the entire board and the executive management and team at Teach for Nigeria, and also all of our fellows who are here today, we just have a small gift for you. It's, it's a little plaque just to say thank you. And we hope that it will take a pride of place somewhere in your office. We just want to say thank you so much, Ma. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Can we again celebrate Dr. Mrs. Ronke Soyombo, our commencement speaker, for her powerful words to us today? Thank you. Very quickly, we're moving on, and I'd like to invite on stage a talented spoken word artist for a spoken word presentation today. Please let's celebrate Zainab Nitokela. A round of applause for her as she makes her way to the stage for her delivery.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Sansadin Zainab, a spoken word artist, and I'm here this afternoon to borrow your ears for a few minutes, and I promise to return with words of interest. Thank you. I'm no 50 cent, but permit me to submit my 2 cents in this summit. Respectfully speaking, I'd like to reflect and give respect to the minds who shaped minds and are still shaping minds. You call them educators, I call them architects of the mind, sketching futures for young minds with growth mindset. You call them teachers, I call them gold mines, enriching miners of tomorrow's gold. The educators with intellectual faculties, repping the faculty of education with audacity and clarity like Clarence shot it. You've pictured your future, your mission is in motion, and your vision is visible. I'm speaking of those young minds with a growth mindset. The ones who won't let their backgrounds keep their back to the grounds, but stood their ground and still stayed grounded. For you have resources in your palms. Inside your head, content full, so do not contend against change when you have the power to change the narratives. For you are a beacon of light. You have the tenacity to stand tall like a city set on a hill that cannot be hidden. So I dare you to be an educator with innovative indicators, to be the new code that decodes the curriculum pendulum. I dare you to come out of your shell and share your innovations with industries like Shell. I dare you to amaze Amazon with your amazing ideas. Be the Bill Gates at the gate of your creativity and build nations like it's your birthright, but do it right. Rewrite until your vision becomes clear. Be the X in equations and let nations find you from east to west, north to south. Hear me. Teaching goes beyond books and blackboards. It's skills you bring on board with your board pass. Not just teaching to pass, but teaching to surpass. At all, na in bad pass, but not before person who won't break free from the past. The future isn't waiting for what you want to become, it's watching your becoming. It's not waiting for you to bring to the table, it's waiting for you to bring to the table, not you bringing the table down. Because in this century, you need 21st century skills, for they are keys to unlocking great potentials. And as an educator, equipping minds with skill to kill mediocrity is a necessity. For functional education is a movement meant to make a difference. And only the functional will function at every function. And for you not to malfunction, this is a call to action. Let your actions accelerate like Usain Bolt. Be bold. Walk into classrooms, step into forums, and let your skills be the weapon fashioned against ignorance in the room. Transform classrooms from cages to castles. Be that public school teacher with a public figure. Be a leader to leaders. So break forth. Come out of your comfort zone, for it's a danger zone, so keep off. Follow who no road, but go with your skills, your degree, and no grief for anybody. Gain access to industry set to segregate. Cultivate fidelity, be in unity, be united. Aim for the zenith and be the keystone to bank on. Shoot your shot, aim for the post, and achieve your goals like you are Declan Rice. Arise, O educators, for the future of work calls and indeed your futures. And I say to you, to fear the future is to be fearful of freedom. And if any of you lacks wisdom for the future, ask God who freely gives. Knock on doors of opportunities and it will be opened unto you. Seek. Become a legend of the seeker till you find the light at the end of the tunnel. For you have resilience in your blood. Within you is a God who has given you the breath of life. It's your responsibility to thrive. Not begging for work, but bringing your worth to the table. And so I raise a toast to every academic stakeholders with everything at stake, but still holding it down. To all retired teachers who are retired, but whose wisdom aren't tired. To all curriculum developers who ensure learning isn't static but elastic. And to the architects of the mind, sketching futures for young minds like mine. And to the young minds like mine, hoping for a better tomorrow, even when tomorrow isn't promising. But I promise you, your resilience is what's needed to fight this noisome pestilence. For you are not voiceless. You are just unheard in a world too loud to listen. You are not broken. You are just bent by a burden too big for you to undo. You are not a handful, but your hands are full of superpowers. Even Superman will be super proud of you, for within you lies power that is superb. Wonder Woman would wonder at your strength, for it's a wonder to behold. You are a 10/10. You could pass for a Ben 10, for you have the tenacity to transform weakness into super strength. As an educator, you are not just part of the future, you are its major features. And everyone has a story to tell, but add success to yours to become a success story. And so I tell you, Teach for Nigeria isn't just a name, it's a call to action, a mission in motion, a spotlight pulling every child out of difficult spot. And so to every graduating student, today isn't just about graduation. We are celebrating transformation, celebrating those who chose to teach and not cheat, celebrating those who chose to transform and not conform. We are celebrating the global teachers and game changers. And I hope as a fellow, it's not just a title, but you would learn to fellowship with the learners, the communities, and the society. And so I say happy graduation ceremony to those taking bold strides when others tiptoe. Thank you.
Wow. Wow. Thank you so much, Zainab, for that wonderful, electrifying, captivating spoken word performance. I always say that there are two major things in life that fascinate me. One, I like watching airplanes take off and land. It just blows my mind a lot. Secondly, listening to such talented persons like Zainab deliver such powerful message from the top of their heads without a physical script. I think it's absolutely fascinating. So please give her another resounding round of applause. Even I, as the MC, I'm richly inspired. Thank you so much, Zainab, for that powerful presentation, loaded with a lot of message and laced with humor, of course. That was really brilliant. Thank you. We're moving on now, and we will have an open reading of the letter to one child. Let me tell you what this is about. At the induction of every fellow for Teach for Nigeria, we ask every single fellow to write a letter to one child. So, of course, you will meet a lot of children, but you just assume that you're meeting one particular one, come up with a name, and write a special letter to them. So we have 311 letters, and of course 87 as well. But we would only be reading 2 because so we'll take them upon induction, and then we'll dispatch these letters back to them at graduation. But today we'll only read 2 of those very special letters that were written upon induction. I'd like to invite first on stage Emmanuel Iyilade to read his letter that he wrote 2 years ago. After that, we will have Blessing Tom. So let's have Emmanuel first. Let's have your letter, and then let's listen. A round of applause for Emmanuel.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. This letter was written by me 2 years ago with the hope of meeting that one child. Follow me as I read. Dear Adewale, it is a great moment for me to have been posted to your school for my 2-year fellowship with Teach for Nigeria. And most importantly, to meet you, because I believe this is not just a coincidence, but divinely ordained. My prayer for you is that together with you, we will ensure that you achieve your dreams and goals, not minding your historical background and environmental factors that may want to limit you. You will be great, Adewale, and you will do great exploits. My wish for you is that success will be your hallmark throughout your journey, and that the sky is the starting point for you as you are destined for greatness. My expectation for you is that you go on to become that great leader who will change the narrative of our dear country, Nigeria, and the world at large. I am given this promise to commit my 2-year fellowship towards achieving your dreams and goals. And I will always be by your side and after my fellowship year. Thank you. And I wish you a very nice moment together unto greatness. Yours sincerely, Emmanuel Iyilade, your teacher leader. Thank you.
I have said today that I'm not going to cry, and I will stick by that promise I made to myself. But please, let's celebrate Emmanuel Iyilade. Thank you for that very heartfelt letter. And for the second letter today, let's make welcome Blessing Tom. A round of applause for her, please. Thank you.
Thank you. Letter to the one child. This letter was written 2 years ago in anticipation of meeting my one child. I read, Dear Esther, this is Teacher B, and I'm writing to you to remind you of who you are and how great your future will be. My prayer for you is to grow beyond what I would teach you. My prayer for you is that henceforth you will begin to see the importance of your existence as the answer that Nigeria awaits for. You are a change maker, and you will change the country beyond your environment. My wish for you is that you learn to speak up in class, communicate actively, and join your other classmates during critical thinking sessions. Your voice matters in the class. My expectation for you is that you would not only excel in my class, but you will stand tall and be that leader the nations desire to reckon with. The sky is just your starting point, so are I. I promise to be that teacher that would hold your hands, set platforms to aid your progress, to become that leader that you should be. Yours sincerely, Teacher B.
Thank you very much, Teacher B. Now, although we've only read 2 letters publicly, I want every single one who's received their letters back to go back home and read these letters again so that it inspires you for every child that you meet. So don't think that because we didn't read your letter here today, it didn't mean anything or it was not special. Every letter we received was absolutely special, and we want you to go back home. That's why we have sent it back to you as a reminder for the promise you made to that one child. So don't throw it away and don't think, oh yeah, I've gotten it back, and go and file it. Go back, read it, yes, file it, but read it over and again so that you remember the promise you made to that one child. We will now take the valedictory speech. Please, fellows and leaders, give a resounding applause as I invite one of you, your colleague, Blessing Obiora, for the valedictory speech. A round of applause for her because she's representing all 398 of you today. That applause is not befitting for your valedictorian.
Thank you. Our board members, Chief Executive Officer of Teach for Nigeria, government stakeholders, funders, partners, distinguished Teach for Nigeria staff members, gentlemen of the press, the graduating class of 2025, ladies and gentlemen, it is with deep gratitude and great delight that I stand before you today to deliver this valedictory speech on behalf of the bold and resilient 7th cohort of the Teach for Nigeria Fellowship and 3rd cohort of the school leaders. I remain thankful to everyone who believed in me and supported me to reach this moment. In 2022, during my service year in Taraba State, I had only a laptop, no phone, no easy distractions. Immersed in the transformational teachings of Debola Dejikurumi, DDK, I realized I could be more than just a participant in society. I could drive change. That year, after launching a few educational initiatives, I became convinced education was my path to lead lasting transformation. Inspired by trailblazing Teach for Nigeria alumni like Aramide Kayode and Grace Amoka, I knew this fellowship was a platform I needed to confront real educational challenges head on. In August 2023, we left the Pre-Service Training Institute as passionate advocates for educational equity, united by the belief that one day, every Nigerian child will have an opportunity to attend an excellent education. We were not just teachers. We were leaders, prepared to design solutions rooted in the unique context of our communities. The journey wasn't without challenges. We faced language barriers, epileptic electricity, and limited learning resources, yet we remained steadfast. When asked why I, an Igbo girl raised in the East, chose to teach in a rural southwestern community, I often replied, I teach, but not in a conventional classroom or job. Teach for Nigerians training, workshops, and support systems pushed us to adapt, grow, and lead. Take, for instance, Abasi Freke, a fellow from the South, who faced the daunting task of teaching over 80 learners with severe literacy and language gaps. She didn't retreat. She founded a Readers Club and created opportunities for girls to thrive through debates. With support from the fellowship, including solar lamps and power banks, we navigated power shortages. The Fullest Connect platform became our community of strength, innovation, and learning. The mindsets we embraced: resilience, collaboration, effective communication, and a growth orientation became our compass when passion alone was not enough. Each of us carries a story of challenge and triumph, of adapting to unfamiliar environments and rising as catalysts for educational change. Looking at my fellow graduates today, I see a cohort that did not just endure, but excelled, and what a legacy we have created. In Imekanfo local government area, Messiah Obowu and Elizabeth James established the first ever school library. In Orua, Inyoban Dorcas Ijapa initiated the construction of the community's first secondary school, reducing the long distances students had to walk to school. Ebenezer Anyadegu launched the Young Innovators Club, training students in solar energy and sustainability, an initiative that earned international recognition. Mrs. Kainde Bashiru, a school leader, through her Education for Every Child initiative, ensured that out-of-school children in Ogijo returned to the classroom. Together with Akiemi Sunday and Dorcas Adelanko, I co-founded the Literacy Champ Initiative, which introduced a bilingual literacy activity book to help Yoruba-speaking learners bridge their understanding of English through their native language. We published and distributed 185 copies, a tangible testament to the idea that language can be a bridge, not a barrier. These stories and countless others embody the fellowship's mission and our cohort's unwavering commitment to transformation beyond the classroom. Personally, I have grown in leadership, communication, strategic thinking, and stakeholder engagement. This fellowship didn't just train me, it transformed me. It gave me clarity, confidence, and capacity. The most powerful realization, this fellowship is not just a program, it is a pressure cooker for potential. And every time someone suggested our brilliance was being wasted here, I had the perfect response. We were given the platform to put pressure on our abilities and let our brilliance manifest to greater degrees. To every graduating fellow and school leader here today, congratulations. You stayed the course. You created change. You made impact. But let this not be your final triumph. As this chapter ends, a greater one begins. Carry the lessons, relationships, and vision forward and steward them with purpose in the next phase of your journey. And to every young Nigerian watching, rise, act, lead the change. Together, we can build the Nigeria of our dreams. And as the Yorubas would say, Ekushe, like my Igbo people, Dalu. And of course, as the Hausa say, Sanu de Aiki. I remain blessing Chidima Obiora. Thank you.
Can we have another round of applause? Please keep the applause going. Please keep the applause going. Yep, so I heard that question. Some of you might be wondering where Mojibade went. Well, I am going to be here in her stead, okay? Anyways, how many of you have been inspired by a teacher? If you're in this room right now and you have personally been inspired by a teacher, show of hands, please. Show of hands. I expect to see every hand up at this point in time because I know that for you to have gotten to this point, a teacher must have played a critical role in, building you up and shaping you up to the person that you are today. All right, so one more time, let's just give a round of applause for the valedictorian. It was a great speech, okay? All right, so we'll just go straight to the next item on the agenda. We have to welcome the soon-to-be alumni properly into the alumni community, all right? And to do that, we are going to call on the head of alumni, Omotola, if she's ready, so that she can formally welcome the soon-to-be alumni into the alumni community. Please, a round of applause. Please, a round of applause. Thank you.
Jasper. Okay, let me thicken my voice. Jasper! 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 Thank you so much. Good afternoon, our distinguished guests and our invited guests. I stand on all existing protocols, and I congratulate all 2023 cohorts. Congratulations again on your graduation. Please, can you celebrate yourself? Thank you so much. It's an honor for me to formally induct you into the alumni community. Like we have said in the process of our, teaching, we have told us, and we've explained that we've come to the end of the teaching. We have told us, and we've explained that we've come to the end of the fellowship journey, but the lifelong journey towards championing education equity has just begun. With the alumni community, you have become change maker that will carry on the torch of education equity all over the world. At this point, I'd like to formally welcome and invite to the stage with me the newly elected president of the Teach for Nigeria. Please welcome Gideon on the stage. Thank you so much. Congratulations again. We will be doing this together. Please, at this point, fellows, please rise on your feet as we take this oath of allegiance together. Please, can you stand on your feet, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you. Thank you. We will put our hands by our chest as we make this pledge. All right. Please repeat after me. When I say I, you kindly mention I and your name. So I, Omotola, then I, your name. All right. I solemnly pledge my unwavering commitment to champion equitable education for every Nigerian child, regardless of ethnicity, religion, or creed. I vow to apply myself, my heart, my mind, and my strength to dismantling the barriers that stand between children and access to quality education and opportunity. I stand today as a Teach for Nigeria leader, a proud member of a national movement of change makers, united by purpose, drawn from diverse walks of life, and bound by a shared belief in the power of education to transform lives and nations. Wherever I go and in whatever I do, I will strive to influence systems, shift mindsets, and inspire action. I will be a voice for the voiceless and a force for good, relentlessly pursuing a collective vision for a Nigeria where every child can thrive. I pledge to offer my experience, knowledge, passion, and resources in service to this cause. I will continue to engage, collaborate, and build community with fellow alumni and allies, knowing that together we are stronger. We believe that every child has potential. We believe that our nation holds promise. And we believe that through selfless and tireless service, we will usher in the change we seek. This is my oath. This is my charge. And this is the future we are building together. So help me God. Welcome to the alumni community.
Truly, truly powerful. Truly powerful. Thank you very much. Thank you. I know that we are excited, but can we please have some quiet in the room? I know that we are excited, but let's have some quiet in the room. Thank you. Thank you very much. That was truly powerful. And this officially means that we now have, you be part of the alumni, all right? And we cannot wait for the great things that you are going to do, even as you go out there to the world. Now it's time for some goodwill messages. It's time for us to, please, can we have some quiet in the room? Thank you. Can we have some quiet in the room? Thank you. Now it's time for us to to watch some goodwill messages, and we're going to have the first one from the CEO of Teach for All, Wendy Cobb, and we have some other special guests, some distinguished guests that would be also giving their goodwill messages as well. So if the multimedia ready, we just have that on the screen.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Teach for Nigeria cohort of 2023. I hope you are feeling so fulfilled by all that you have given to your students and their families, the schools in which you've been working, your communities, your country, and to our global network as well. I hope and assume you are reflecting also on all that you've learned about the potential of your students in the communities in which you work, about your own potential to make a difference, about the nature of and complexity of the problem you've been addressing, and also the nature of the solutions and the role that you can personally and collectively play in tackling this challenge over time. I'm sure and know for many, many people across our network in their early years in this journey, it can seem really daunting to make a big difference against this enormous problem that you've been working to address. And yet what I have seen over time is that enough of you can really move the needle in a significant way for whole generations of kids. Because what we've learned through this work all over the world is that enough leadership can change everything. And when we can reach the point where there's enough of a critical mass of people who are all on the same mission, all working to make sure that all of our kids have the chance they deserve to thrive, working at every level in classrooms, as school leaders, as school system leaders, pushing on the system from the outside as civic leaders and advocates and social innovators who also have the relationships and the networks like you do with people already hard at work in the system, but also with each other to step up from all your individual pursuits and think together and reflect and learn together and collaborate. Ultimately, it's that collective leadership that inevitably does make an aggregate difference in the system. So I cannot wait to see what you all do. I hope you know, I think you know that across Teach for All, we're kind of brought together by a vision that by the year 2040, we will have whole communities in every part of the world showing what's possible, showing that all kids can have the chance to attain the education, support and opportunity necessary to shape a better future for themselves and for all of us. And I have no doubt from everything I've seen from Teach for Nigeria and just the incredible caliber and commitment of your movement, I know we will see those proof points there in Nigeria. So I look forward to what you accomplish, cannot wait to learn from your examples, and just wish you the very, very best in your journey ahead.
Somebody from Lagos State TESCOM, Mrs. Adewuyi Folashade. She is the Director, Schools Administration, Education District 3, representing the Chairman, Lagos State Teaching Service Commission, Mrs. Mokpelola Peregrino. A round of applause, please. Let's keep the applause going. Let's keep the applause going till she gets here. Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here to read. Goodwill message by Mrs. Victoria Mokpelola Peregrino, the Chairman, Lagos State Teaching Service Commission, on the occasion of 2025 Teach for Nigeria Annual Fellowship Graduation Ceremony. All standing, all protocol duly observed. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mrs. Folashade Adewuyi, the Director of Schools Administration Department, Lagos State Education District 3, representing the Chairman, Lagos State Teaching Service Commission, Mrs. Victoria Mokpelola Peregrino. I'm delighted to welcome all distinguished members here present to the year 2025 for Teach for Nigeria Annual Fellowship Graduation Ceremony. Firstly, I would like to extend my appreciation to the convener, Mrs. Mujisola, I don't know, of the Teach for Nigeria, for inviting me to this highly regarded event, giving me a floor to speak. It is both a responsibility and honor to speak in such a reputable event. Also, I want to thank each of you taking the time to answer the call on your life as a fellow Teach for Nigeria, to grow your knowledge, to deepen your understanding, and to discern the truths. It has been said, the medical teacher tells, the good teacher explains, the superior teacher demonstrates, and the great teacher inspires. It is clear today that we are in the presence of greatness. To all the educators we honor here this afternoon, congratulations. And thank you for accepting to inspire our children. Great teacher, the soul of enlightenment society, we are entrusting in you with the most precious things we value in life, our children. Dear esteemed participants, the Lagos State government, under the leadership of Mr. Governor Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu and Honorable Commissioner for Basic and Secondary Education, Mr. Jamiu Tolani Alibalogun, shares in the noble value, belief, and tasks you undertake in the promotion of quality education in fulfillment of our ministerial mandates. We have consistently assisted governments, organizations, and indeed the general public in the areas of assessment, training, and provision of quality teachers for teaching, planning, and general administrative purpose, which include the absorption of the fellow of Teach for Nigeria into the Lagos State Teaching Service Commission at the development of education sector of the state. Finally, the event has given us the opportunity to assure you of our high regards for your collaborative impact towards the recorded success in the education sector. Also, note that the reward for hard work is more work. As a result, I encourage all participants to give their best in promotion and providing quality education that meets our Lagos and global goals. Thank you for your attention and God bless. I remain Mrs. Folashade Adewuyi, Director, Education, District 3 for Chairman, Lagos State Teaching Service Commission. Thank you so much. And I want to leave you with a song that says, "Kò sọ́mọ teacher tó ń ṣorí burúkú." Thank you.
Okay, those are very powerful words from Mrs. Folashade Adewuyi. We are all united by one vision. We are all united by one vision, and I just want everyone here to echo it. One day, every Nigerian child Why do I feel like some of you do not know this? I'm going to try it again. One day, every Nigerian child, yes? Okay, all right. So we are just going to move forward to the next goodwill message, and it will be coming from the Ogun State Honorable Commissioner of Education, Science and Technology, Professor Abayomi Aribabu, represented by Mr. Obadiah Akindele. He's the Director of Primary Education Department. Please, a round of applause as he comes up. Do not stop clapping until he gets here. Don't stop clapping till he gets here. Don't stop clapping till he gets here. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. May I say good afternoon to you all? Permit me to highly recognize all dignitaries here present today. At the same time, special recognition to all teachers here, because that is where I started. That is the profession that brought me up to where I am today. Great teachers, great teachers, great teachers. God bless you all. So on behalf of my Honorable State Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Professor Abayomi Adelaja Aribabu, FMAN, I want to present this good message being said to me through him. Good message delivered by the Honorable State Honorable Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology at the 2025 Fellowship Graduation Ceremony of Teach for Nigeria held on Thursday, 31st July 2025. Distinguished guests, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and most importantly, graduating fellows of the Teach for Nigeria program. I offer my warmest congratulations to each and every one of you who has successfully completed this remarkable journey. The Teach for Nigeria program has been a beacon of hope for our education sector, and your dedication to this noble cause is truly commendable. The theme of this year 2025 Fellowship Graduation Ceremony of Teach for Nigeria, celebrating bold strides. Your commitment to bridging the educational gap and empowering the next generation of Nigeria is a testament of your character, your vision, and undeniable a bold stride. As you gather here today to celebrate this milestone, I'm reminded of the immense potential that lies within each of you. You have demonstrated exceptional leadership, restlessness, and a deep passion for education, working tirelessly to create an engaging and inclusive learning environment. The impact of the Teach for Nigeria program has been felt across Nigeria, and your influence will undoubtedly be felt for years to come. I commend your efforts in improving academic outcomes, instilling confidence, creativity, and critical thinking in your students. You are not just teachers, you are change agents, leaders, and role models. As fellows, you have been instrumental in shaping the educational landscape of our country by recruiting and training talented individuals like yourself. The program has brought a fresh perspective and innovative approaches to teaching and learning. Your selflessness and dedication to the noble profession of teaching are an inspiration to us all. I would like to acknowledge the tireless effort of the Teach for Nigerian team, your school administrators, and my heartfelt graduation congratulations to the leadership of Teach for Nigeria on this year's graduation ceremony of just 311 fellows and 93 school leaders. The school leaders, you are doing wonderfully well. Thank you, Teach for Nigeria team, the partners, and everyone who has supported these fellows on their journey. Your efforts have not gone untouched. I am grateful to your dedication to improve education in Nigeria. Congratulations once again to the graduating class. I remain Akindele Obadia Sunday, the Director, Primary Education Department, Ogun State. Congratulations to you.
All right, let's keep the applause going. Let's keep the applause going for Mr. Obadiah Akindele, and he is representing the Honorable Commission of Education, Science and Technology, Professor Abayomi Arigbabu. Please, one more time, a round of applause. That was a very powerful one. Okay, please, if you are feeling inspired so far, can I get a loud yes in the room? No, that's not loud enough. Can I get a yes in the room? Thank you. And right now, we are about to, this is a bit emotional for me because, I feel like I've had such a good time and I don't want this to end. But every time you hear the vote of thanks, it means that, we're approaching the end. So we're about to listen to the vote of thanks, and it's going to be done by no other than Chief Executive Officer of Teach for Nigeria. Please welcome the very, very quintessential, the very delectable, the very elegant Molade Adeniyi. A round of applause, please.
Thank you so much, Amakrin. Thank you. For those who are wondering whether we're in a cult, that's code for all eyes on me and let's be quiet. Wow. What can I say? What an amazing and beautiful day it has been. Truly inspiring. Honestly, I did have, a few drops of tears wanting to come out and just so extremely proud. Before I start my vote of thanks, the lady who came in and we all didn't, Mojibade was saying she didn't know her name, Flora Gaptoni. All right. Flora, stand up now. Let's see. All right. All right. All right. So for everybody who doesn't know, Flora was the head of training, learning, and development when these amazing fellows came in. And you can see just how much impact she had on their lives. And I know even after she has transitioned from Teach for Nigeria, I know how much she still connects with many of you and even with us as an organization. We appreciate you, Flora. We say thank you for your years of service at Teach for Nigeria. So as we begin to round up, this is meant to be a vote of thanks, and I have many people to thank, so you are going to just bear with me, because it is extremely important that we mention all the amazing people that have supported us. What started as a dream at Teach for Nigeria, when, some men and women came together and decided that they were going to give it all it took to actually tackle this problem of education inequity. It was a dream in a classroom, or it was a dream in a room, rather. It was a dream that was on paper. But they knew that they needed people to be able to take this far. There's an African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. So they could have gone alone, and they may have gone, they may have moved very fast. But it says, if you want to go far, go together. And there are many partners and stakeholders in this room that have joined us. And because of your support, because of your partnership, we have gone very far, and we know that there's still further to go. So I'd like to first of all start off by thanking our commencement speech speaker, Dr. Ronke Shoyomba. She's left, but who would agree with me that she gave us an amazing speech this morning or this afternoon? She's not just a mentor, but she's also a leader and forever on our side here at Teach for Nigeria. I love all of the things she said and they're doing already at TRCN in just her short time of being there. The world really is your oyster. I want to say a very big thank you, Ma. God bless you and God enrich you. I'd like to thank our partner, the Ogun State Honorable Commissioner of Education, Science and Technology, Professor Abayomi Arigbabu, who has been ably represented by Mr. Obadiah Akindele, the Director, Primary Education Department. Ogun State is a long-time partner. You know, when we think about Teach for Nigeria, and when we write our history books, there is no way that we can miss out on Ogun State. So we say a big thank you, sir. I would also like to say a big thank you to the Lagos State Teaching Commission, the chairman of the Lagos State Teaching Commission, Mrs. Mopelola Peregrino, who's been represented by Mrs. Folashade Adewi, the Director, Schools Administration, Education District 3. I just want to say a very big thank you. Lagos State have always been supportive. And, you know, every time we go to them, the welcome they give us is always amazing. We want to just say a big thank you for your support and for continually being with us. I'd like to also recognize and say thank you to the SUBEB chairman, Evangelist Olalekan Joshua Ifede, who's ably represented by the Director of Education Quality Assurance Department in person of Mrs. Olushola Christie Adebisola. Thank you so much to SUBEB. We want to say thank you also to Ogun State TESCOM Teaching Service Commission, the Executive Chairman, Apostle Abiodun Sonyaolu, who's being represented by Mr. Gbenga Adejonkwe, the Director of Appeal Petition and Discipline. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much to both TESCOM and SUBEB. You know, it's very easy for the commissioner to say, yes, go ahead. But without the support of both TESCOM and SUBEB, none of this will be possible. So I just want to really appreciate you and say thank you for all that you continue to do to us. I know we also have with us the Deputy Director of Education, Quality Assurance Department, Ogun SUBEB, Mrs. Taiwo. Thank you very much, ma'am. The SUBEB TFN Desk Officer, TFN Alumnus and Senior Education Officer, the Education Assurance Department, Mr. Olushola Olalekan Jigida. To be honest, fellows, you need to appreciate your desk officer very well. You know, all that, making sure that your papers are done, your stipends are paid. Thank you very much. We appreciate you for making all of that happen for us. I'd like to represent all of our partners who have joined us here today. I know the Enterprise Development Center of Lagos Business School. Thank you so much for being with us. We had our partners from Ashoka and Jelu. I noticed that she has left us now, but thank you so much for being with us. And you know, what can I say to our amazing Teach for All team and partners, former Teach for Nigeria staff as well. Thank you so much, Tele. Thank you so much, Justina, for being here and representing Teach for All. We truly appreciate you. We have so many other partners that I need to thank. You know, there are many people that have made this possible, from our funding partners to those who support us in kind, to those who are just there with us. You know, Teach for Nigeria, we're very fortunate that when we call on people, they answer us. So really, really want to appreciate every single person. So distinguished guests, esteemed partners, families, friends, and to our graduating fellows, on behalf of the entire Teach for Nigeria community, I extend our deepest gratitude to each and every one of you for honoring us with your presence today. I want to start by saying thank you to our board of directors, you know, ably chaired by Mr. Kunle Elebute. Permit me, my vote of thanks might be a little bit long. When I joined Teach for Nigeria last October, and I was flicking through and I was looking through who was on the board, honestly, the only way I can say it is that fear gripped me small. I was like, all these formidable men and women are going to be on the board. And, you know, there's a way that imposter syndrome can come on you. But I started to meet each of these board members one after the other. And honestly, I feel truly blessed to have such a formidable board guiding, advising, and leading us, and probably express our deepest gratitude to the entire board at Teach for Nigeria. Mrs. Alero is here. She's representing the board today, one of our co-founders as well. Thank you so much for your support. I also want to thank our ambassadors. So we also have ambassadors who are always chiming for us, who are always clamoring and, pushing. And I just want to say a big thank you to our ambassadors as well. To our board advisors who continue to, I have board and I have board advisors. I'm talking to them sometimes at 12 midnight on various issues, and they're always there for us as an organization. So I want to also say thank you, because you make this work easy for us to be able to support the fellows. To our partners, our funders, thank you for believing in this vision. Thank you for walking the journey with us. Your commitment has made it possible for these outstanding fellows to serve and lead in communities where they are most needed. To our host communities, I cannot forget the school leaders. When we started this school leadership development program, we weren't sure if anybody was going to come up. And Dr. C is here, who champions. Please, can we give a round of applause to Dr. C? And every time I hear the amazing leaders and the work that you're doing in schools, I'm truly humbled. And I just want to say thank you for the enabling environment, for the nurturing environment. Because once you catch this vision, we know that every single teacher that is under you also catches this vision. And we can only look forward to a brighter tomorrow. Thank you so much for your commitment. Thank you so much for opening your doors and your hearts, and for collaborating with us in the pursuit of education equity. To the families and friends of all our fellows, thank you for standing by them. Thank you for cheering them on. Thank you for sustaining them through this transformative journey. And to our fellows, thank you for your courage. Thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you for your unwavering belief that every child deserves a chance to learn, to lead, and to thrive. And finally, to the incredible Teach for Nigeria team, thank you for your tireless work behind the scenes, your passion and your dedication. Today's success is a reflection of all of your effort. As we close today, let today be a reminder that while the work is far from over, we are not alone. Together, through collective leadership, we will continue to transform lives and build a brighter future for Nigeria. Thank you, and may we all leave here inspired to act. Here is to achieving a vision where one day every Nigerian child will have the opportunity to attain an excellent education. Thank you so much.
Let's keep the applause going. Let's keep the applause going. That was truly very powerful. Truly very powerful. Okay. All right. It's time for us to do some cake cutting. What's the graduation celebration without, some sweetness, right? So I'm just going to be calling out some very distinguished guests that are here right now so that they can come forward, and then we can just cut this cake in unity to just show that we are together in this, and then we are solid in the vision. All right, so in no particular order, all right, in no particular order, we have our board member, Mrs. Alero. A round of applause, please. A round of applause for Mrs. Alero. Mr. Adejonkpe, if you're here, please a round of applause for him. Please a round of applause. Please a round of applause. A round of applause as we call their names. These are very, very important people to us. Okay, and then we have Mr. Obadiah Akindele. A round of applause. A round of applause. Please keep clapping as they make their way out. Mrs. Olushoga. Mrs. Olushoga. Mrs. Olushoga, please keep the applause going. Please keep the applause going. Thank you. Mrs. Olusheyi. Okay, please, a round of applause. A round of applause. And also our Be the Change project winners. Be the Change Project winners. These are one of you, so please, a round of applause as they come forward. Be the Change winners. Are they in the building? I thought I would hear some noise. Please make some noise for our Be the Change Project winners as they come forward. Thank you. And of course, the CEO, Mrs. Molade Adini, Mrs. Bukola Thomas. All right. So we'll just wait some extra 10 seconds for our Be the Change Project winners to join in. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nigeria's heart will rise as beacons of hope, igniting dreams from village to cities to streets.
All right, a very beautiful moment, please.
Purpose. But vow no child is forgotten. Wa Kakoya the Nigeria. Come and teach for Nigeria. We teach, we lead, we impact with passion that never fades.
Okay. So, we are going to be somewhat serenaded. Please be on your feet right now. Be on your feet as we sing the cohort song. Be on your feet. Everyone be on your feet as we sing the cohort song. Be on your feet.
In Nigerians embrace, when we run peacefully, our dream takes flight like sunlight, sunbeam. It's for Nigerians call, a mission profound, empowering young guys, their hope is unbound. See dreams echo like rivers that flow, diamonds might shine, curiosity grows, it's courage within, like mountains so tall, sapphires arise, breaking every wall. For the Nigerian song, I promise, all its education, it's gonna offer, teach for Nigeria,
Move your body, move your body. Shake it off. 2 years, shake it off. Let's shake it off.
It's for Nigeria's call, a mission profound, empowering young guys, their hope is unbound. See trees echo like rivers that flow, diamonds might shine, curiosity grows, it's for courage within, like mountains so tall, sapphires arise, breaking every wall. For the night, a promise we share. For its education, and get an offer. Teach for Nigeria. Story, a fertile blessing ground, moving brilliance like gems in the sun. The shine potential, the senior untold, the purpose and leadership, their future unfold. Fellow, let's play our part, with resilience, their future unfold.
Members, as CEO and state stakeholders, so if you kindly come and sit. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Media, are we ready? Okay. Media, are we ready?
World's greatest. And I'm that little bit of world's greatest. And I'm that little bit of hope. When my back's up against the ropes, I can feel it. I'm the world's greatest. In the ring of life, I'll reign love. Life, I'll reign love. I will reign in the world. I will reign in the world.
Can we move quickly? So this is a serious one, but we... Yes, this way out. You're not coming back here. Okay, let's go. Please come. And so when you come back, take your bag and just take more pictures outside. We need to set the hall for the lunch. Thank you. Let's move quickly. This way. Yeah. You are passing the outside, please. Let's move. Okay, so we're ready. We're going to take it in sets. Just relax. We take this first set, then others come in. Watch me, watch me. Watch me, watch me. All right. You're looking at Brian. Okay, same way, this way. You come in, take your bag, and go out. Thank you so much. All right, let's do it. Let's move quickly. Okay. You're passing it. Okay, we can accommodate more. Please keep coming. All right. So you're looking at Gran is ready for you. You can't raise your hand that way. Thank you. This is a serious one. Just smile. Just smile first. All right, let's do the cheerful one. Say TFN. Videograph. We good? All right, this way. Right. Hello. Hello.